My husband told his whole family to dump all the kids on me, the family daycare. He never expected what I did after. It started with a text in the family group chat that my husband sent while I was at work. Just saw the message pop up on my phone during lunch break. Rachel can watch all the kids this weekend. She's home anyway and loves spending time with them. I stared at my screen, confused because we hadn't discussed this. Within minutes, his sister replied with 3 kids confirmed for Saturday morning. His brother said he'd drop off 2 kids Friday night. His mom said she was bringing over her neighbor's grandson because Rachel won't mind one more. By the time I got home, 8 children ages 2 to 9 were confirmed for a 72-hour stretch. I asked my husband Derek what was going on, and he barely looked up from his laptop. He said his family needed help, and I was always talking about how much I loved kids, so this was perfect. When I pointed out that I had plans and a full-time job, he waved me off, saying I'd been wanting to work from home anyway, and this would be good practice. Practice for what? I asked. He just smiled and said we'd talk about it later. The kids arrived Friday evening, all 8 of them. Derek helped carry in bags and sleeping bags, then announced he had to run to his brother's house to help with some project. He'd be back late, don't wait up. I was alone with 8 children under 10 years old. They were hungry, fighting over the TV remote, and the youngest was crying for her mom. I ordered pizza and tried to keep everyone calm, but by 9 p.m. I was exhausted. Derek came home past midnight, said the project took longer than expected, and went straight to bed. Saturday morning, he left early for the gym, came back, showered, and left again for his mom's house, said something about fixing her fence. When I called him asking for help, he said I was doing great and hung up. That's when I started noticing things. Derek's sister stopped by to check on the kids, but spent most of the visit taking photos of the messy living room and me looking frazzled. She asked questions like, "Are you feeling overwhelmed? And do you think you can handle this?" His brother came by Sunday morning and did the same thing. Photos of me with my hair in a messy bun, the kitchen covered in dishes, kids running wild in the background. He kept asking if I needed help in this concerned voice, but wouldn't actually help when I said yes. Derek's mom called 3 times asking how I was managing, if the kids were too much, if I felt stressed. Every question felt loaded somehow. Monday morning, I was putting the last kid's shoes on when I saw Derek's phone light up on the kitchen counter, the family group chat. I opened it and scrolled up. Messages from 2 weeks ago. Derek asking his family if they'd be willing to participate in something important. His sister saying, "Whatever you need." His brother asking if it was legal. Derek responding, "Completely legal. Just document everything." There were dozens of messages planning this whole weekend. Specific instructions about what questions to ask me, what photos to take, what behaviors to note. Derek had told them to make sure I looked overwhelmed and incapable. I kept scrolling, my hands shaking. Then I found the message that explained everything. Derek telling his family he needed evidence that I couldn't handle multiple children, that I'd become difficult and unstable, that he was meeting with his lawyer Tuesday morning. He was building a custody case against me. We didn't even have kids yet, but I was 7 weeks pregnant and hadn't told anyone except my doctor. Derek had found the hospital paperwork in my purse last month. I looked up and saw him standing in the doorway, watching me read his phone. The expression on his face told me he knew that I knew, and that's when I showed him exactly what kind of evidence I'd been collecting. The rest of the story is on my channel or linked below.